Hello everyone. Hope you must have done the meaning, features, merits, and limitations of departmental undertaking. Let us continue our next lecture, that statutory corporation. What is statutory corporation? It is again a part of public sector enterprises. Public sector enterprises means where government is owning the business as well as managing the business. We have studied that it can be in various forms. One was departmental undertaking, the second is statutory corporations. Statutory corporations are those corporations which come into existence by a special act of parliament. Means these are not created just like departmental undertakings. A special act is prepared within the parliament and then statutory corporations are formed. In this act, the powers and functions, rules and regulations regarding the statutory corporations all are mentioned. And then they are given the independent charge. That's why the statutory corporations enjoy the status of government as well as public enterprises. These corporations cannot go beyond of these laws of or these acts defined in the act, or the powers defined in the act. So the features of statutory corporations are that these are set up under the Act of Parliament. If I give you the examples of statutory corporations, the Life Insurance Corporation of India, General Insurance Corporation of India, Employee State Insurance, as well as uh, Air India, Hindustan Aeronautics Corporation Limited. Generally, the word corporation is used behind these organizations. So, one of the feature is that these are set up under the Act of Parliament and governed by the provisions of this Act. This Act states or defines the objects, powers, and privileges of a statutory corporations. So these organization is wholly owned by the state. Wholly owned by the state, I want to say that a state word is used here for a nation. It is not for it is not used in the sense of the state Haryana or Punjab. It is used for a nation, wholly owned by a nation, by a state. That means 100% capital is of government. And definitely, when the government is having the capital, investing the capital, it has the ultimate financial responsibility and power to appropriate its profits. Means whatever the profits of these corporations will be, it's the it's up to intention of the government that it can use in any way. It was ये तो बात हुई प्रॉफिट की. Now what about the losses? If there are some losses, these losses are to be bear to the state or the government. Statutory corporation is a body corporate and can sue and be sued. It is an independent body corporate and it can sue to others. Others can sue to statutory corporation if there are some sort of conflicts. तो statutory corporation किसी भी पार्टी पर like a normal human being मुकदमा कर सकती है and कोई other person भी statutory corporation पर मुकदमा कर सकता है. In the same way, statutory corporation can enter into contact and acquire property in its own name. Means statutory corporation अपने नाम से property खरीद भी सकती है as well as किसी के साथ कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में, लीगल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में इन्वॉल्व भी हो सकती है. One is, these type of enterprises is usually independently financed. कोई particular department से नहीं, these are independently financed and these borrow from the these institutions borrow from the government. And government, from where the government used to pay, government used to pay from the revenue collected through the public. And then these organizations uh, provide the sale of goods and services. When I'm saying that these corporations are constructed or organized through the special act of the parliament, then parliament, this special act gives the authority to use its revenue also. Statutory corporation is not subject to the same accounting and audit procedure. जैसे डिपार्टमेंटल अंडरटेकिंग्स को अपने अकाउंट को ऑडिट कराना है जिस वे में, जिस प्रोसेस से, उस तरह से स्टैट्यूटरी कॉर्पोरेशंस को किसी तरह से गवर्नमेंट के पास, गवर्नमेंट के थ्रू ऑडिट नहीं कराना है. A statutory corporation is not subject to same accounting and audit procedures as these are applicable in the other government departments like statutory undertakings. जैसे डिपार्टमेंटल अंडरटेकिंग्स में गवर्नमेंट बजट के थ्रू फाइनेंस कर रही थी, it has no concern that government is financing through the central budgets. Wherever we have done that, the employees of departmental undertakings are the employees of government. But in the case of, no doubt that these institutions are financed by the government, owned by the government, but the employees of these enterprises are not the government or civil servants. They, again, their job term and conditions are governed according to the act. But sometimes for the need, the officers are taken from the government department on the deputation, that is on the transfer basis, to head these kind of institutions. So it's all for the day. Thank you. We will go for features. We will go for merits and limitations in our next lectures. Thank you.